Shipwright's log, day 16. Construction of the deflector goes well. I've also had teams throughout, finishing off rooms and preparing areas for the main build team. Over the next few days, I hope to begin construction on the warp nacelles, but more importantly, I would like to see the deflector through to being finished. That's today's project. End log. Hello and welcome to Markiron Shipyard, episode 16. Today, we are going to use some lasers in our build. Yay, lasers. I've got all 6 colors of laser here. Red, blue, green, yellow, purple, cyan. Now, each of these lasers actually has an effect. Some of them are somewhat painful, like that one. Red will damage you. Blue will slow you down. At its lowest level, it doesn't do as much. Green helps your plants grow. Yellow provides illumination. Purple is actually red and blue together and has the effects of both, so it hurts you and slows you down. And cyan is basically a tractor beam, pulls you in. Now, each of these lenses is just the basic one. The way to make them is basically add the appropriate color dye to the lens. Now, if you add glowstone when you're building a lens, you get range extensions. This is how I've made these lasers that go all the way out. And if you add diamonds, you increase the power. So, for instance, in this lens here, it's actually just a white lens. But because I've got the sensor here, when a red laser comes in, and there's a white laser on this side, or if there was a blue here, it comes out this side, that color plus red. So white plus red doesn't change it. If it was blue, I would have a purple laser. So this is level 2 for all these. So as you can see, the beam is visibly wider for the next power level up. There are intermediate power levels. I'm just doing this based off of diamonds. So each of these is 1 diamond up from the previous. So this is 1 diamond up. And I've also increased the range out. So more damage. More. As you can see, it's actually noticeable speed change now when I'm in the blue laser. Green would make your crops grow faster, more light, slows and hurts you, and is a much more powerful tractor beam. So, next up, same thing. Extended the range and added a diamond. These are much stronger, as you can see. Took a couple hearts of damage there, move relatively slow. Once again, I don't have anything to demo these two. As you can see, when you slow down, you spend longer in the beam. So even just running across it hurts more. And the tractor beam, I cannot resist it. I have to step out of the beam if I want to move forward. And same thing, 1 more diamond. And now we have some deadly weapons. So as you can see, one of the possibilities is getting set on fire by the higher powered lasers. Let's just put myself out here. Okay, so very powerful red laser. Let's jump over that. Movement in the blue laser is now slow in this direction and affects the vertical as well. Plants, light, more light. I'm not getting in that purple beam. I will die. Maybe I'll show that later. And then this is an immensely powerful tractor beam. You get in it, you shoot right to the source almost immediately. And then, so that's kind of 3 diamonds. That brings your power up to pretty much the maximum, I believe. Might go a little more powerful, but these are kind of plenty powerful and plenty good examples. I'll show you a little more powerful later. In these ones, I have, let me grab my drill that I so lovingly lost testing a purple laser. So what I've done is put these in backwards. So I've switched my lenses around that I had backwards. So now the blue laser is correctly moving you very slow in the X direction and not affecting the Y. But after we get to the advanced lens, I'm sinking slowly into the laser. Moving very slowly. So what I've done is I've put range plus 10, glowstone, plus I put an ender pearl in, which gives me an advanced lens. The advanced lens has special properties for each. With a non-advanced red laser, whoops, let me turn this ring off. With a non-advanced red laser, if an entity, like a block goes in there, gets burned up. An advanced red, not so much. So if you're harvesting, or if you plan on harvesting, use an advanced red and you won't lose your items. Like I said, the blue changes the effect to the Y direction. Green, it actually will harvest your plants, not just grow them faster. I love the yellow one. Watch what happens. With these blocks, if they run into an opaque block, they're done. They stop. With the yellow advanced, not so much. It can pass through multiple opaque blocks. No problem. Purple laser, same thing as the red. Doesn't burn up entities, whereas the non-advanced version does. Now, the cyan beam, the tractor beam, well, it also does things a little differently. As you can see, it is now a repulsor beam. Bam. It gives you a little bit of Y launch as well, just to help you get out of there. But yeah, if I broke this block, this would launch me wherever. Way away. But I don't want to get launched ways away, so... No, I said I don't. Let me place this and get back to the next. Alright, so, welcome to the range. What is the range, you ask? Well, this is a laser block. These blocks all have power plus 8, which is the most you can get out of a block by using 4 diamonds in it. That's right, 4 diamonds. These blocks are range amplifiers. Plus 40, plus 40. Once again, 4 blocks of glowstone. And this is another range advanced. I believe this very last one here, the emitter, is power plus 8 plus advanced. So, if I were to hook this up to a red laser, that might be a little bit painful. And if I hooked it up to maybe some sort of firing relay, let's see what happens. Yeah, that seems to be eating through those wooden houses pretty fast. Not bad. Need to fire one more for the last one, but Fire in the hole. Bam! Look at that. So, that is what I'm going to use for the phasers that I'm going to install into my ship. Not quite standard issue at the time, but I think this will be a much more modern equivalent and probably do a little bit more damage. So, let's swap over and get started on build today. So, welcome back. Here we are in the deflector area. Yay! This whole area most of it I'm going to make into deflector control area and various associated support systems. Here's our project from yesterday. Lovely, lovely little deflector dish. But today, we're going to use the lasers I showed you to make it a little more interesting. So, let's get our tools out. Now, I've built a red laser block here that I am going to place here. Turn it on, shoots a little red laser out. As you can see, it has a limited range and goes to here. So, let's figure out where that range is. And, that's one thing I forgot to mention about red lasers, is they will actually break some blocks if they are powerful enough. In this case, it's not a concern because of the block we've got. Let's get down here. I'm going to put a sensor in this side and a white lens there, and that was silly because that put me right in the path. So that gets it out and it stops here. Well, what I'm going to do is, I wonder if I have, let's switch this white lens out and head over to our handy dandy lens bench. So I'm going to make a plus power lens. And let's just give it a little bit of plus range. So 8 power, 10 range. And where did it go? Wait a minute. That would have sucked. Now, because it's shooting onto the sensor, it won't break that block. But if I put that block there, it should, cut right through. So, there's our little red laser. Cool. Now, let's also put another color of laser. I think right there. And I think I am feeling like having a blue laser on that side. Whoops. Lapis. Yay, lapis. So a little bit of lapis, some glass, and blue lens. Actually, you know what? Let's go one step further and put the plus range into the source laser. There we go. So we will install this here and turn the power on. Now it stops there. I could do one of two things. One, I could drill into here, put a there we go. Now I have a purple laser. But that's not what I want to do. I want to put this here and sensor there. And now we'll build another one of those plus power lenses. 3, 6, 8, maximum power. And by the way, you only have to use 3 diamonds. I'm not sure if I said 3 or 4 in the previous segment, but power plus 8. That is not the direction I wanted that to go. There we go. Now I have a blue laser coming in and a red laser coming in. Actually, I am going to get out my little bag of vacuum tricks here. I think that is it. That is not it. Hold on one second. Alright, not sure where in my bag that one went, so I made a new one. And I'm going to put that there. Voila. So that goes across to there. Let's take our power lens and our glass out. Actually, you know what? They can probably stay in and I will use them elsewhere, but they're already out. So I want to put a power lens on the far side and a sensor on the right side. There we go. So now I have 2 more directions, top and bottom. So let's put one of these up here, sensor there, and let's drop a sensor in here. There we go. 2 more oomphy crystals, or sorry, lenses. Bam, bam, bam. Not sure why I needed 3 of those, but okay. And let's get this lined up. Ah, no death, no dying. Not permitted. So, as you can see, now I can get 4 beams, up to 4 beams projected onto there. Now, what should I put down here? I know what I can do. Turn this off. Let's see. A green laser isn't going to be much use. A yellow laser is, well, a yellow laser I guess could be some use. Purple laser we've got. Let's do a cyan and a yellow. Yellow. Cyan. Handy dandy little lens bench. I want a cyan with plus range and a yellow with plus range. So let's put the yellow in down here. Apparently I need to put it up there. And turn the redstone on. Yellow works. Let's put cyan in up here. And switch it. Cyan works. Red works. So now we have all 4 types of beams that can be directed into the deflector dish. Except this one doesn't seem to have become more powerful. Why is that? How about now? There we go. So now we have not necessarily a super practical beam setup, but something we can have a little fun with. Alright, well, I think that just about concludes this episode. Um, Next time, or between episodes, I will build in kind of the outside framework and maybe fill in a little gap here. And then I think we're going to get started on the warp nacelles. And I'm going to come back, and I have a few other things I need to complete before I work further on this particular project. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching Markiron Shipyard, and please rate, comment, subscribe, etc., etc., and etc. See you next time.